guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. If you're new to the channel, I'm Rebecca, and today we'll be making some sweet treats of cookies. We'll be making dark chocolate cherry cookies. This is a really great flavor combination with the sweet and rich flavors of dark chocolate and tart cherries. So let's head to the stand mixer and get our cookie dough prepared for these delicious dark chocolate cherry cookies. So the first thing that we need to do is cream our butter and sugar. So we have 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks of butter, which I've allowed the sticks to come to room temperature and soften. And the sugars we'll be adding is 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/4 cup of white or granulated sugar. So we'll combine that into there. Now we'll just mix the sugar with the butter until we get a nice fluffy consistency. Now in a bowl, I have combined 1½ cups of flour with 1½ cups of old-fashioned oats and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And I mix these dry ingredients together, so while the stand mixer is mixing, I'll slowly add the dry flour mixture in. Now the flour and oats have incorporated well with our creamed butter and sugar. Now we're going to add some wet ingredients. So we'll add 2 eggs, and I've allowed the eggs to come to room temperature. And again, I'll turn the stand mixer on and add the eggs one at a time in order to incorporate the eggs into our cookie dough. Now we'll add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and we'll mix that in. Good. And now to flavor our cookie dough, the combination of dark chocolate and cherries. So I have 1 cup of dark chocolate chips, or a semi-sweet chocolate chip would work well as well, and 1½ cups of some dried cherries. And I've cut them into about the size pieces of the chocolate chips. Now I'll turn the mixer on and stir in the chocolate chips and the pieces of cherry until they're well incorporated throughout the cookie dough. There we go, that looks good. Now, just get this cookie dough off of the paddle here. Now what we're going to do is cover this mixing bowl, and we'll place this in the refrigerator for about a ½ hour. And that will allow our dried cherries to hydrate and plump up a little bit, and it'll also allow our cookie dough to set prior to scooping and baking. So I'll get this cookie dough into the refrigerator for about a ½ hour. In the meantime, I will preheat the oven to 350 degrees and tidy up the kitchen a little bit. Alright, so our oven is preheated at 350 degrees, and our cookie dough has chilled and set up nicely in the refrigerator for about a ½ hour. So now what we're going to do is scoop our cookie dough onto some parchment paper lined cookie sheets. You do a nice heaping scoop of the cookie dough. Probably do about 6 cookies per sheet, leaving a few inches, a space around each cookie to allow for spread while it bakes. Alright, so we have 6 cookies on 3 different cookie sheets, making 18 cookies to start. There's a little more cookie dough in here, so once these 3 finish baking, I'll do another cookie sheet to finish off the dough. So now we're going to bake these at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes or until the outer edge becomes nice and golden brown. Let's get these into the oven. All right, our dark chocolate cherry cookies have finished baking, and they took about 17 minutes, and they're nice and golden brown on the outside, but still soft and chewy on the inside. And you want to take them out of the oven a few minutes before they're actually finished, because they're going to continue to cook for a few minutes on the cooling rack. So now I'm going to let these cool on the parchment paper lined cookie sheets for a few minutes, and then I will remove them and put them directly onto the cooling rack to cool completely. So once everything is completely cooled, I'll put some of these cookies on a plate and we'll have a closer look and a taste. All right, here you have it. Here we have our dark chocolate cherry cookies. They've cooled completely, and I have them on a little plate here. They're nice and crispy on the outside and soft and chewy on the inside. Some nice melty dark chocolate chips and plump and juicy pieces of tart cherry. This is a really rich and delicious combination of chocolate and cherry with the heartiness of the oatmeal. I hope you give these cookies a try. Well, if you'd like more inspiration on other cookie recipes or sweet treats or other tasty things to try, I have a playlist on the topic, as well as a number of home baked goods you can check out as well. Homemade cookies and other goodies are a fun way to add a little sweetness and fun into someone's day. Well, if you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing. And if you enjoy this or any other video that you watch, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a wonderful day. See you next time. Take care.